Hello, welcome to episode one, um, where I'm gonna do a new style of I don't know what you would call them. I guess it's gonna be like a new form of entertainment for mankind, where I kind of explain the the subliminal meaning behind various media mediums that I'm going to select for you, such as trailers or music, where I explain what's being conveyed subliminally, because you guys are walking around with your third eye closed. So, because I'm the reincarnated creator, I'm able to connect with the spirits of creation and explain what they're trying to convey from their dimension, which is the atoms and quarks that make everything up in creation. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna before I select a video. Let's say I'm gonna there's gonna be a video after this one. It's gonna be called Sitcom Reboot. So I'm kind of connecting myself to that one. So before you watch the video in the playlist, there's going to be a short explanation like what I'm doing right now to help you understand subliminally what the video is about that you're about to watch. So what I've been doing right now is I'm telling my story on Facebook, and I'll play like a one one song or one video, and I'll maybe say I'll type a few words into basically what it means, and there's a lot of code talk that I have to use there to be careful of what I'm saying. So, what this new formatting style or new sitcom reboot style, it's going to take me a little bit longer to do what I have to do, but I can compress a lot more information into one particular video on my Facebook playlist, because I'm up around 400 videos now, and that's going to take a long time to scroll down to the bottom to watch what needs to happen. So, um, ultimately, I'm just using the. Have you noticed the what you got here? The Facebook, and then there's Instagram and TikTok, and then my YouTube. So, I'm basically using those to tell the story, and then once I have all those postings on there, my intent is to finish writing my book and put all those things in a book format and give it to the world for free. Um, but the Facebook one, it's kind of like a stepping stone to get into these videos that I want to do. First, I have to tell my story, and then once the world knows the story, after that, they're like, "Well, that book was very interesting. Whatever what else he has out there." Well, this is kind of like another stepping stone into to doing what I want to do, but a little bit more better. So, what you're gonna watch when you go to my Facebook account, um, there'll just be one video, a link to my playlist. But when you click on that link, it'll take you to my YouTube account over here on the bottom, um, where there's gonna be a playlist. So, see, I do not necessarily know if that's if it's okay to copy that. But this is my account, so it's okay. I think it's okay, but I don't want somebody to shut me down over it. So this is my account there, right? So down here, you see where it says episode one down over here. That's where the link will take you to, and then you'll be able to watch the videos from there. So this is the introduction to that, because it's episode one. So um, the video that I'm going to talk about is called a sitcom reboot, because this is kind of going to be like a sitcom where you come to my YouTube account after you're done reading my book, or in the case here, if this is going to be put right in the middle of my Facebook story. The people on TikTok, the people on Instagram, they're not going to be made aware of this story. I'm gonna tell them about it in my drawing that I got here, which is this one here. So this is the one that I'm going to talk about. There's a lot of information here, and you're not going to be able to understand this drawing unless I talk about it. So I woke up this morning at 3 o'clock and made this drawing, and there's a big story behind it about somebody coming here in UFOs and pretending to be somebody that they're not because they want to get rid of me. The story that they created is very elaborate. Basically, they're going to come here and impersonate somebody and pretend to be a good guy and say that I'm the bad guy so that they can, get rid of everyone on planet Earth. And that's what I'm going to explain here. But again, I have to be very cautious at how I explain that story. You notice I didn't use any names because I hear it's illegal that you can't run down certain factions in society without, stepping on somebody's toes. You can't say that about that people, and you can't say that about that people. We're going to shut you down, Anthony Arikagi. It's plain and simple. So, when I'm talking about dog, you should get the idea of what I mean when I'm talking about dog. Because that too's going to come over here and pretend to be the good guy. That stupid dog. Anyhow, when you come here and you begin watching these videos, you'll kind of get a better understanding. It's designed to open up your third eye and see things as I see them as your reincarnated father creator. So this is the first video that you're going to watch in that playlist. You'll notice there's no videos in there yet, but when you click on it, you'll be taken there, and then this will be the first video explaining what it is, and then you'll watch the playlist, and before you watch the video that you're about to watch, in case if it's a music video, I'm going to do a short explanation of what I want you to pay attention to in that particular video. So I'm not done talking about the sitcom reboot, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So this, like I said, it's gonna be like a sitcom where you can come here and listen to the creator talk and have your third eyes open. Now, the reason I've selected this screen recorder is this is the way I want to do my future videos, because the way that you're gonna watch them on my YouTube account, it doesn't have any what do you call that, commentary. I'm able to see what do they call it? Reaction style videos. I don't know how these guys are able to do it, but when they're doing a reaction style video, you can see them talking on the screen like me, and then they got the video in the background, and they're talking over the video. Like, you can hear what it's playing, and they'll pause it, they'll stop it, and then they'll talk about it. That's the type of videos that I want to do. But I did one of those videos with this screen recorded thing, and I got told by YouTube it was a copyright infringement. I thought, what the heck, man? I just did a reaction style video where I'm doing commentary on everything that's in it, and yet they red flagged me. How the heck are those other guys able to upload their videos and not get red flagged? So there's kind of like a double standard that I'm not aware of yet. But when I become famous, and I talk to the executives at YouTube and say, hey man, I got the greatest story to tell, and I need permission to do a new reaction style video for all mankind, and they say, all right, go ahead. But first, we got to talk to the celebrities and make sure it's okay that you can do that. Well, it's as plain as simple as me coming on YouTube right here and saying, either you let me do it or else type of thing, right? Celebrities, because ultimately it's my spirit that makes your music, writes your movies. Everything is by my spirit and mother spirits. We write everything. Every single song, every single book, every single video, every single movie, even the newspapers. Those are your grandma or my spirit and my reincarnated soulmate spirit that writes all that stuff. Why? Because we have all the time in the world where we live is electricity. Time doesn't exist for us because we are time. They can sit there and take all the time in the world to write everything. So that's how we've done it. So celebrities, I need your permission to, to use your stuff in my new reaction style videos. So can you please call these YouTube executives and tell them, Anthony has our permission to do whatever the heck he wants. Don't stop him in his new venture. Because that'll make my job a lot easier in the future. when I can upload one of these reaction style videos where you can actually see the video playing in the background. You can't see it now because it's my phone. But you would see the video in the background of the screen. You'd see me here in the bottom corner like I am now. I'd pause the video after you listen to a certain section and I'd say, this is what it actually means. You think it means this? No, it means that. And then I'd press play on the video. We'd listen to probably an entire song or an entire movie trailer, and I could decode every single thing in there and relate it to, the story of creation and how it relates to Native American spirituality and the two Native Americans that got reincarnated here because of evil, trying to take over creation, and then come in here pretending to be the good guys with their fabricated stories. So that's the kind of videos that I want to do, and you're going to find those really interesting because once I do that style, I'll probably do like 1 hour episodes. I'd have to keep track of my time, because if you were to come into my episodes, I think I'd cut them off at an hour. In an hour I could probably do 5 songs maybe, or 5 songs and a couple trailers, and then you would understand that particular aspect of what those mediums that I've selected to decode for you mean. And the more you come to my channel and watch these new reaction style videos of me talking down here in the corner with you watching my phone, with whatever I've selected to talk about, is how I'm going to wake up the world, stirred eyes, because you need to see what I see. I may even include that in the next video after this one. So I'm going to do, let's go, Sitcom Reboot, and then I'm going to do Natural Born Killers. Because the Natural Born Killers, he talks about, you'd be surprised with Oliver Stone sees. So that's my middle name, Oliver. So it's like, you'd be surprised at what Anthony sees, and you're gonna be surprised. So this is just an introduction into all future playlists, because at some point, you're gonna be watching them as I'm creating them now, but at some point when I get permission from the world and YouTube to do the new reaction style videos, that's where I'm really going to shine through. And you guys are going to be blown away by those videos, man. You're going to wake up and be like, man, this is really weird, but it's just so freaky and cool. I love it, man. I love watching these new shows, man. It's weird. And, all the, you guys ain't going to be watching your TV shows no more, like Simpsons and stuff, because you're all going to be watching me. There's a song that talks about that. That's All She Wrote by T.I. I think it's in T.I. Where he talks about high step in prime time. Well, prime time is television, right? Because there's a certain time, I think it's from 7 to 9. That's prime time television. Prime time television hours is 7 to 9. But if you're high stepping it, that means you're stepping over that. Like, how can you go above something that's already prime time? Like, if you're stepping over prime time, the hours between 7 and 9, you must have a heck of a good show. Well, that's me. I'm gonna be high stepping, primetime television with my new YouTube show, and the whole world's gonna be watching me. They ain't gonna be watching TV at all, man. I guarantee it. 100%. You wanna know why? Because of Ralph Breaks the Internet. I come from Saugeen First Nation, but our sister community in Nawash, former Chief Ralph Akawenji used to work with my first cousin Randall Coggy. It's the two chiefs. So Ralph Breaks the Internet is code for Ralph Akawenji Breaks the Internet, or Ralph Wrecks the Internet, I should say, which means Randall Coggy wrecks the internet. But it's not him. He's not the one doing all the talking. Me, the reincarnated creator, is. So Anthony Coggy wrecks the internet, or Ralph Breaks the Internet through the association of Ralph Akawenji, the chief of Nawash First Nation. That's how I know I'm going to high step primetime eventually, once you start watching my reaction videos, because I can see the future. So without further ado, let's get into our first video. We're going to watch a Sitcom Reboot, because I'm rebooting sitcoms. This is going to be like a sitcom, but it's not going to be a sitcom where, you're sitting in primetime television hours from 7 to 9 waiting for, a fake TV show to entertain you. You're going to come here. This is a sitcom. And you're going to be like, holy man, that was the best show I ever seen. The hour went by like that. And there's so much information I learned. I didn't know that the spirits, were layering messages like that in the various media mediums that Anthony has selected. And it's going to be the talk of the world. And it's going to reboot TV. That's what sitcom reboot subliminally means from Saturday Night Live. So that's the first video you're going to watch after this here. It's about me rebooting television entertainment with my reaction style videos here, where you can see me in the corner talking like I am now, but where we're watching a video, like a music video. But if I gotta play the whole song, let's say a Taylor Swift song, and I gotta play the whole video and break it down for you, well then I need Taylor Swift's permission to do that. And I need YouTube's permission to do that, because I guess that's something that you can't do. So once I have that permission, watch out, I'll be high-stepping primetime television. And I'm going to be rebooting the entertainment industry. That's what sitcom reboot means. And if you've been following along on my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook story, and now you're coming to this part here, it's rebooting my talking, I guess you want to call it my story, the way I communicate my story. Basically, I just write words. This is the first time you've ever heard me talk. So, it's coming from that perspective. Like I'm rebooting my format, or I'm formatting my storytelling. That goes along with a song by Stevie Wonder, where the album's called Talking Book. So I have a book on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, where I explain creation. I haven't even had time to put it on YouTube, but I'm going to do it on there too, because all the pictures that I've drawn on those 3 platforms, I only have 2,200 characters to explain what they mean. And it's very hard to, make people understand what that means. So I have to use grade school language. I have to use really basic language. But I ultimately want to create videos on my YouTube account telling the story creation. So that'll be in my videos, but what you want to look for is my playlist. The playlist is going to have all the good sitcom stuff that you want to watch. Sitcom Reboot. So that's our first video we're going to watch. You now know what it means. It's about me rebooting the television industry with something that's going to break the internet, because everyone's going to be watching me and ain't going to be watching TV no more. Now, there's one piece of subliminal information I want you to pay attention to, because it's about my reincarnated soulmate and her boyfriend. So in Sitcom Reboot, the dad and the son, they switch bodies. And it's very, strange. Because the interviewer is asking them what happened to the show. And they say they got basically canceled because they ran into a little bit of a taboo subject about the dad being stuck in the son's body, because he has to have relations with his wife, but from their perspective, it's like the son is having relations with the mother, which is about my reincarnated soulmate, the mother of all creation, having relations with her son. He's not her son, like literally because of her being biologically the mother. No, it's metaphorical, meaning that she is the mother of all creation, and that her boyfriend is the son, because I'm the father. Her and I are the mother of all creation. We got reincarnated here. And now she's having relations with her boyfriend, who metaphorically and technically is her son, because she is the mother of all creation. And that's the subliminal meaning of Sitcom Reboot. It's a piece of information that you wouldn't know about your mother, nor would she know unless I told it to you. That's what it means, girl. You're having relations with your son. You need to be having relations with your soulmate, who is me. Sitcom Reboot. Enjoy.